speaker this morning. Sorry, Scott, to take the thunder away from you, but we have a stand-in for her this morning that's very well qualified. Avis, thank you very much.
Thank you. I told Scott I wanted to. I didn't leave him any choice in the matter, so don't blame him. Morning. It's nice to see everybody here this morning. Our speaker today is Antwon Lincoln. Came all the way from Chula Vista. He served for over a decade in various school settings and has worked with grade kindergarten through 12. He is a conference and district presenter and workshop leader, providing attendees with a strong message and sound strategies on the issues of technology leadership. I love technology, I hate technology. I don't even have a smartphone. And his implementation in the field of education technology. Currently, he is serving as the Instructional Technology Coordinator of Chula Vista Elementary School District, assisting in the implementation of technology products. But the reason he's here today is because he is a Toastmaster. He is competing in the World Championship of Public Speaking. This contest consists of over 35,000 contestants from all over the globe, and their international contest is August 20th in Kuala Lampur, where he will be hosting, he will be speaking with other contestants. On a personal note, I heard Antwon about 3 weeks ago, and he just blew away some very distinguished Toastmasters in the audience, and I asked him if he would be willing to come and speak to us, and he said he'd be pleased to, even with all the driving. So today he will be presenting one of his 2 speeches that will be presented in Kuala Lumpur. He will also talk to us a little bit about the contest and a little bit about the mission of Toastmasters International. So please help me in welcoming Antwon Lincoln.
Good morning, Rotarians. How are you doing today?
All right.
Fantastic. I'm so honored to be here, and thank you very much, Davis, for a wonderful introduction. I'm very pleased, I'll say it again, to be here in your club, because I'm in the journey that I am in because of Rotarians. And I'll share with you why you have a very, your role in what's happening right now is so important. I'm going to share why that is later on. But I do have 2 speeches to present. One speech is a semifinal speech. And the semifinal speech is the speech that begins everything. Matter of fact, the contest, Toastmaster contest, starts at a club level. And then from there you go through various different contests presenting one speech. And that may be the speech, should you succeed, that may be the speech that becomes the one that takes you to the finals. And right now I'm working on my semifinal speech to hopefully, as someone said, to compete on August 23rd in the finals for the World Champion of Public Speaking. So again, I thank you very much. And I'll start this with the speech. So I'm not going to use the microphone because protocol in Toastmaster is to put the microphone away and you fill the room with your voice. Can you hear me back there? Good, so I'm a great Toastmaster in that sense. Have you ever met a child in love with their mother? I mean, a child who would do anything for their mother. You may be that child who would do anything for their mother. I mean, protect your mother. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a child at 6'3", 220 pounds, in love with my mom. Now, when I said that, you should see the eyes right now from this advantage point. Some of you are saying, oh, that is so beautiful. So special. Others are saying, I hope his wife is okay with that. And then a group of you are saying, love with mom. That sounds like a mama's boy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am a mama's boy. Born and raised a mama's boy. But it comes a time in every child's life when you have to go from a child to an adult. And in my life, I become a man real quick. Do you remember the principal's office? We all remember the principal's office. I was on a long walk to the principal's office. And I was thinking about my wonderful mother and her angelic voice saying, if I ever catch you in the principal's office, you better be applying for a job like teacher, coach, or the principal. Well, I wasn't there applying for a job, but I was there for teaching a lesson to Rodney James, the big bad bully. We know about these kind of people. We know how they smell, how they walk, and how they pick at our self-esteem. And Rodney was good at picking at my self-esteem. Every day, hey Antwon, you smell funny. I didn't do anything. Hey Antwon, you look funny. I didn't do anything. One day Rodney just picked on the wrong thing to talk about. Hey Antwon, your mama is a what? You talked about my what? You see, where I grew up, you don't talk about someone's mama. Would you agree? And when Rodney talked about my mama, it was like, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You talk about my mama as you and me. See, I'm not a violent person, but Rodney needed to understand that I was and is a mama's boy. Well, let me tell you how that all came about. In 1968, my mama was living her dream, married to the man of her dream. She was blessed with one beautiful, dipped in dark chocolate baby boy, and I also have a sister. I was in love with the word mama. As a matter of fact, I was really in love with my mama. I was so in love with my mama, I had a hard time sharing her with my own sister. And then I realized that I'm sharing my mama with more than just my sister. It was my first day of kindergarten. And the teacher made sure that she knew that I knew where to go after school. It was room 12. I will never forget what I saw at the other end of room 12. I saw kids hugging and loving on my mom. And they were saying, Miss Lincoln, you're the best teacher in the whole world. You should see my jealousy body saying, I didn't like that. But the fact was, she is and was the best teacher. Do you remember your first teacher? Are you still living the lessons of your first teacher? I am. My first teacher, my mama, taught me how to play fair. She also taught me how to stand up and speak and enunciate in front of audience. But she also told me to love thy mother and also love thy father. Yeah, that's what she taught me. She taught me 3 other lessons that were very key in my growing up. For example, I found out that the tooth fairy was really my mother. Santa Claus was really my father. And when you looked at Santa Claus and the tooth fairy and how they got together, it wasn't anymore. Yep, divorce. It happens. But when it happens, it's real. And when it happened to me, it was real. You see, our family, my father was the big, bad bully. And when he went into pick at my mama's self-esteem, I wanted to do something, but I cowered. When he loud talked my mom, I wanted to kind of stretch, but I cowered. When he started to harass my mom, I wanted to do something, but I cowered. But when he talked about my mama, my 5'4", 115-pound body reacted. And at that time, my mom said, "Sit down, boy. That's not how a man acts." but it's what she did next as he towered over her. She walked to him, she said, "Not now, not ever, and no more will you speak to me in front of my children like that." And she took the crown of the man in the family and placed it on my head. And it was too big, and it was heavy, but it was my crown. What would you do if faced with a situation where you have to stick up for a loved one? Would you cower, or would you stand? I stood, because I'm Mama's. Mama saw me in the principal's office, and she was not too happy about me being there. She looked at me, and there was just tears streaming from my cheeks. And she said, "Boy, I hope you are here applying for a job." I said, "No, ma'am, I'm not." She then saw Rodney sitting on the other side of the principal's window. She said, "Did you teach him a lesson?" I said, "Yes, Mom, I did. I didn't fight him, but I stood up to him." She said, "My little man." And at that point, my big smile, my big heart, my unconditional love for Mom was convinced that I am not just Mama's little boy, but I became Mama's big man. So let me share with you what just happened. This process of being in this competition is hard. I'm okay with standing and delivering. I can do that well. But let me equate this to basketball. I played basketball back in the days, and part of it was being athletic. You see LeBron James, you see Michael Jordan, you see Dr. J, you see Larry Bird, you see all these guys who are doing some awesome things. But when I was a kid watching these guys as I played basketball, I would just watch the game. But what you and I didn't see, but I also thought about, was the practice. You see, how many of you have moves? How many of you remember how many of you are basketball fans, first of all? How many of you seen Michael Jordan? And how many seen Kobe? And there are moves that they do that's effortless. Like, oh my goodness, that was awesome. But truth be told, these individuals don't do those moves for the first time on the basketball court at the game. They do those moves when it's quiet, in their own home, indoor basketball court, obviously. And they're just practicing. No, I gotta do it this way. And what I am right now doing is, it's easy to get up here and speak, but the verbiage, the language, the tone and voice, the inflection, what's critical, what's not critical, that is where we are right now as the contestants in the World Champion Public Speaking. What you will see, if you go to YouTube, you see guys like Dan LaCroix, Toastmaster, World Champion Speaking, Public Speaking. Mark Brown, Toastmaster, World Champion Public Speaking. What you're seeing when you see these individuals on YouTube is at the height of that presentation. But what you don't see is everything that they did from the club level to the region level to the district level. You don't see that stuff. So what you saw right now is me practicing. There are moves that I did right now that I didn't do that right. And you'll never know it because you thought, oh, that was pretty good. But in my head, I didn't say that right. I should have been over here, but I was over here. I looked cross-eyed when I was talking to him.